Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blind Intelligence. I'm your host, Miss Ronnie, where I always seek to give you exquisite cranial repertoire. This week, I am going to talk about a couple of things that that tie in together. One is about the image of Black women is not the reality of who Black women are, and I wanted to talk about the Love and Hip Hop town hall that MTV had. So I'm going to be reading some notes, and you'll see me looking down a lot or, looking at paper or whatever, because I did take some notes to talk about this. So I read an article by a lady named, I want to say her name is Jeannie Asterhelt. She wrote this article in December of 2021, and it was talking about Black Girl Magic. So, Black Girl Magic is a Black girl or a woman known for her realness, love, and the way they rally around each other. When she sees a Black woman, she sees a revolution, a fundamental change in organization. To be Black and a woman is to wake up every day in your body to be policed about your skin, about your gender, and even your own existence, and that loving yourself is a protest. And so I thought about that when I read that. And with all that has been going on in the media, with the Tyler Perry thing, the twerking on the red carpet, the monkey situation, it's just been a lot. So who could say that loving yourself is a protest? Only a Black woman can say that. And it seems these days that a lot of other people are still trying to speak for the Black woman. Tyler Perry, Plies, and certainly not Funky Dineva can speak for Black women. So I was reading this article, and it pointed out some things that Black women are survivors. Black women are killed at a rate that's almost 3 times as our white counterparts. Yet, when we are missing or murdered, there are no calls for our safety. We are more likely to die giving birth. Even more than that, I commented on, I love to watch, this is a rapper, his name is Plies. I love to watch him, he's so funny. But he had something on about if the man have enough money, then the woman shouldn't complain. I don't know where this ideology came from, but I commented and I said, no, I don't kiss anybody's ass to get along with their face. And just that quick, another dude came in caping for him. I'm just was saying what I was saying. And he said, well, you don't have to worry about that because he's rich and he wouldn't talk to anybody like you anyway. I said, oh, well, I said, I still won't kiss anybody's ass to get along with their face. And I put a smiley face. And I said, you have a good day because you're dismissed. You're dismissed, baby. Because how are you going to say what a Black woman should have because the man have money? So Beverly Bond owns Black Girl Rock. Started in 2006 to showcase empowering images of Black women of color. So I remember watching Black Girls Rock on BET. They had a award ceremony, and they was like, "We just need to let the young girls know that Black Girl Rock." And I was like, "Well, yeah." And it never, I guess, occurred to me that people did not understand how brilliant Black women are. You know. According to the American Association of University Women, 64.1% of black women have bachelor's degrees. 71.5% have masters, and 63.8% have PhDs in 2021. Which brings me to the Spice and Erica Mena Love and Hip Hop Town Hall situation. As successful as black women are and all the accomplishments that they have made, people will still try and reduce successful black women to a black blue monkey. Now, a lot of people, because I watched the blogs and how people was reporting, and I decided that I wanted to wait and see what was going to happen and everything. And what I want to say is, I appreciate the fact that Yandy was like, well, if you don't know, let me try to educate you on this. So I think that aspect right there cleared up the people who were saying, well, she might not have known, or she might have thought this, or whatever. I feel like that as a friend coming to you, telling you something like that, that you should be receptive to hearing what they're trying to say and how you have offended people. And I feel like that wasn't, it's not that I don't feel like it wasn't the case. No, I do appreciate MTV for bringing the town hall to the forefront. People needed to be educated on the history of the slur calling black people a monkey. That is just, oh, it is, okay. And they needed to be educated about the emotions that's evoked behind using those particular words. So these are my thoughts. The apology should be as loud as the disrespect. The apology should have been as quick as a response to a post. The apology should have had grammatical errors as the response post did. So that brings up another thing that people was like, well, the publicist wrote that. It's not sincere. It's not that. Okay, in that long post, there were a lot of misspelled words, grammatical errors, and there were none in the apology, for which it could have been edited and proofread by somebody. But it's just, it don't have the same temperature. So I want to say this. Despite the history of oppression and exclusion, because not only, I thought about watching The Color Purple one time, and the character Mr. that was played by Danny Glover, when what was her name? Not Sophia. What was Whoopi Goldberg's character name? I can't remember right now. Oh, I can't remember right now. But when she was leaving, because she was like, Suge, I'm going with you. And she was leaving, and he was like, what you gonna do? You black, you ugly, and you a woman. And I was like, what did he mean by that? Because I was a little girl. I was like, what do you mean by that? You black and you a woman and you ugly. What is he talking about? So I just want to say, just to be clear, do not refer to black people as monkeys. We are not animals, especially black women. And I don't think that the network had been portraying black people as animals. Maybe some ignorance, but not animals. So that right there in that post, I mean, that was shoot yourself in the foot, the toe, and the other one. Because your step not now is beyond black women, and you're fighting against your own bag. Let me tell you what black women are. Black women are the ones that designed the device that refined the laser cataract surgery. We are the ones that played an enormous role in internet technologies. We are millionaires by creating cosmetics and hair products and designing clothes and making music and graphic designs and beats and all kinds of things. What they say, stoplight, peanut butter. I mean, so many things. We are the ones that patented the software that assisted with equal employment opportunities. So, no, we are not monkeys. And black women deserve more than an electric bill being paid, Mr. Tyler. The Bible said equally yoked, and that the woman is supposed to be the helpmate. So, on top of being called a monkey, I'm listening to this. On top of being called a monkey, then you're supposed to accept that this man only can pay an electric bill and take you out to eat every now and then. And it's supposed to be, baby, it's okay if I cover the mortgage, if I cover the car notes, if I cover the insurance, if I cover the gas bill, the water bill, the groceries, the health insurance, all of that, as long as you treat me right. Where's that equally yoked and being the helpmate? Where's that at? Because Mr. Tyler, you do all of these movies and plays and everything, and your theme is supposed to be something that's supposed to empower the black people, but yet it's supposed to be okay. The electric bill comes once a month. How often is this man supposed to be getting paid? Where are we supposed to be living at? What kind of car are we going to be driving? Is it going to stop down the street, or am I going to be able to make it to work from out of town? If something go wrong and I lose my job, it's going to be like, I lost my job. And he going to be like, oh, baby, I lost my job today. It is far time over. Black women have proved themselves, educated, beautiful, have their own. They deserve the best. The best. Not an electric bill being paid. Not to be called a monkey because these men, I don't know what they are wanting. But obviously, the black man is giving these other women, these other men, and even black men, the leeway to disrespect black women. Stop it. Because we are all of that, and the coleslaw flavored Lay's potato chips that Lay's hadn't got back with me yet on. All of that. So, I am going to leave it at that. I think that as long as that post was, the apology should have been as quick as when the post was released, and as long as the response was. And then on top of that, I caught this when the agent was talking to Miss Mina and said, oh, we got you basically saying, well, we got you a placement here or whatever. And she's like, I'm an actress now. Okay. But then when they showed you the footage, I feel like, because I'm also very intuitive, that the surprise or the disgust didn't seem, I'm not going to say that it's not, it did not seem genuine. And I think that I have, I waited, and I think that I have such a strong opinion on it because in one of my other lives, there's still a present life, but one of my other lives, I do have an undergrad in sociology and a master's in counseling. So, just the study of people and the evolution of people, and to still, with all the accomplishments that have been made, that when somebody get mad, that they want to refer to a person as an animal. After all the accomplishments, to me it's like a slap in the face. So I don't know how people is gonna react, gonna feel. Hey, but those are my thoughts and opinion on it. I think that men, I don't care what kind of men you are, men should not try to speak on women. They don't need to get in women's business. Now, when it comes to parenting, yes, but I'm gonna leave it at that. At any time, any black man, any white man, anybody feel like they have something derogatory to say about black women, and they're talking about the twerkers and the people who rap about this and da 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 da. Remember, let me go back, that out of all, and this is in the US, out of all the black women in the United States, 64.1, which is more than half. And if you were getting a grade, even though it's poor, is passing, has a bachelor's degree. 71.5, which means it's average, if you was looking at it, have master's degrees. And 63.8% has PhDs. So the black women that you see portrayed on these reality shows, in music, in these music videos, that is not the average black woman. These numbers show that the average black woman is way more than you are giving her credit for. And it's time for to respect the queen. Because we are the queens. Respect the queen. Remember, you can find us. Let me back up. You used to could find me streaming on all these social media platforms. And my next show is going to be about this, about being dependent on social media. There's a social media platform that is just off the chain. And people were saying when Boosie lost his page, you should just do you another page. But I'm going to get into that. But you can find us streaming live on social media. You can find us on all podcasting platforms. And you can, because once you stream live, most places, they lose the event or the event has ended or whatever. You can find all my replays on Patreon. So look up Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blonde Intelligence or the tag Blonde Intelligence on Patreon. Subscribe and you can listen to all the interviews, all the advice, all the thoughts, all the everything there. They do have subscriber only on my podcast distribution. I hadn't used it yet, but I am, and I'm shaking a few things up. Do you have an event or special occasion? Are you a lover of chocolate and strawberries? Tea's Sweet Treats and More specializes in chocolate dipped and drizzled strawberries. She uses the freshest strawberries and the finest chocolates for Tea's Sweet Treat. To order, contact Takira on Facebook Sweet Treats and More or by phone at 870-663-3604.
Hey girl, let me tell you about this podcast.
Girl, everybody has a podcast these days.
But this one interviews new and interesting indie artists. It's called Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blonde Intelligence.
Really? Where can I find it?
It's on all podcasting platforms, streams live on social media.
Girl, I'm gonna have to check her out.
Give it a check, girl.